We began our trek down into Baker Woods to see the effects firsthand of the stormwater management plan that has been put in place.
This subbasin is the largest of the Peavine Creek watershed and is 60% impervious area. The stormwater management plan describes Baker Woodland as a pristine pocket of high-grade forest and stream that need to continue to be protected from any detrimental effects of future development, and says, note that Baker Woods area is a protected natural reserve and is not recommended for extended ponding runoff in future scenarios. This subbasin has 40% of 1.2-inch precipitation contained within the subbasin, while the goal is 100%. The PV8 Store 1 detention structure retains water due to an undersized culvert under Diamond Drive and is located right next to the stream in Baker Woodland.
The fact that the quad's elevation is much higher than others poses an issue for the surrounding area. When it rains, the runoff will immediately slip down the raised quad's corners and create small streams which flood the surrounding ground on campus. Since the quad is such a large construction and throughout the years has been constantly utilized for graduations and other events, it has had much soil compaction, and this compaction reduces the total pore space of the soil. This provides a large problem for the grass as it prohibits stormwater from filtering through the soil, and instead the water will just sit on top of the grass and flooding the flat region. The quad and other surrounding areas might be considered impervious because the land is so compacted and does not allow for proper drainage. Professor Wagner has said that the stormwater drainage is so poor on the quad that it might as well be paved.
Since the quad is primarily an impervious surface from compacted soil, I suspect that most of the water flows over the ground surface and off the quad and doesn't infiltrate. Because of the soils in the Atlanta region and the fact that graduation is held on the quad and people are trundling across it all the time, I suspect that all the pore spaces that could hold either air or water have been smooshed out of the soil so that the puddles stay there and it's primarily evaporation. I don't know how much transpiration grass does, but I suspect it's minimal. The stormwater management that is currently in place in your subbasin is not really sustainable because there is minimal detention from the original buildings and very little new retention. The stormwater runoff from the land continues to degrade Nettie's Creek.